Hi everyone, welcome, happy Thursday. I'm Heather, this is a Drops of Health public education group. If you're watching the replay later on YouTube or wherever, I'll post the link below to this Facebook group. This is open to the public. I try to come on here every Thursday about noon to just give oil education. And there's always a different topic. Today's topic, I'm going to talk about co-impact sourcing. Usually I talk about different oils and different topics and different things, but I thought I should address that today because I personally feel that what a company does is super important. It's not just about the product, right? So anyways, if you never met me, I'm Heather. Like I said, I am a homeschool mom of 6. We've been busy this summer. Hopefully you all are having a great summer. And the people who are on my personal Drops of Health team, over in the Drops of Health team Facebook group, I have a poll going to pick a date for a meetup in Salem. And I already have the meetup scheduled for Eugene. So I just like to hang out and see people again and or meet new people that I haven't met before, so it's kind of fun. So if you're on the Drops of Health team, just go to that. It's a private group for my team in case you're just watching this. This is a public group open to everyone, so I never know exactly who's watching this because it's public. All right. Making sure. Okay. So don't forget this month, the Terra Shield, okay? That is the 10% off this month. So this is what it looks like. It's a 30 ml spray. It's just like the same size as the On Guard hand sanitizer. So if you use that, this is the same thing. But this is the bug repellent. It's awesome. We use this for anything. You can use it indoors too. I have not tried that one yet, but you can spray your windowsills and stuff to keep out bugs. That's pretty cool. We've just used it for our skin to keep mosquitoes and other things away because I get bit like crazy. I don't know, just because you can see my veins, my skin's so pale, or I don't know what attracts them. I don't know. But I get bit more than anyone else in my family. And so mosquitoes, or if you go hiking, camping, you go to the lake, you go anywhere, I have to have this. So the spray is super convenient. I also have there's a 15 ml just Terra Shield oil. You could just do that. That's perfect. You could put it to diffuse the oil because you want it out and about, right? Well, you can, this is the spray to put it right on you. So this is handy because it's safe for the whole family. There's no chemicals, no DEET, no cancer-causing garbage, nothing. So it's pure natural. The essential oils in it. There's fractionated coconut oil already in it too. Lang Lang, Tamanu, Nootka wood, cedar wood, catnip oil, lemon eucalyptus, Litsea, vanilla bean, and arbor vitae. That's another wood. So this is super good. And if you're going out in the woods too, you want to spray it around your ankles and stuff. You want to keep things like ticks and stuff away, right? So anyway, this is 10% off all month, and it's not that expensive. It's perfect. So just stock up now while you can. And, the live stream tickets are still on sale till I think October or August 10th. October. My brain, sorry, I was at camp I was helping with the kids camp at my church last week, and it was crazy fun. Tons of teenagers, tons of kids. And I'm still trying to catch up on sleep and getting my brain cells back. So on sale till August 10th. I think that's the date. I posted it. If you go to this group, under announcements, there's an announcements tab. It shows this month's promos right there. So it's always right there. And I have it pinned to the top, so you can't miss it, okay? So those are on sale. So if you can't make it to convention, that's perfect. It's only $49, and you get access to see everything. And so convention with doTERRA is not a big hype, like get you pumped up type thing. It's more education. You get to see all the new products, learn the science behind everything. You hear guest speakers. You meet sometimes they fly in the sourcers, the growers, things like that. It's really awesome. So it's very educational, and you'll get to see all of that from your home. So that's pretty cool. So today, I just want to jump into this. Co-impact sourcing. I had to take my notes because I didn't want to miss anything, okay? Especially with my tired brain today. But what is co-impact sourcing? Okay, doTERRA does this thing. So instead of just going, now if you don't already know, instead of going to the places where the plants are grown naturally and digging them up and bring them here to American soil, or like muscle our way in and say, we're Americans, we're going to do this. We don't do anything like that. We work with the people in that country who've been growing this stuff for years and years and decades, sometimes even centuries. Okay, they know what they're doing. They know their crops. Okay, so we go in and partner with them. Now, if you're using something, you need to replace it, right? So, trying to look for things to help the stability of the economy, all this stuff. So, co-impact sourcing, instead of just taking the plants to make the oils, doTERRA gives back by developing the relationships with those small farmers and growers and all the people who do that, and they create sustainable jobs, and then they provide income. So it's a huge deal because we shouldn't just be taking, right? We need to be giving back. And so there's ethical treatment, okay? That's not very common, but we do ethical treatment of its suppliers, and we provide money on time, fair wages. That's a huge thing. In a lot of these countries, they're just used, right? Some of them didn't even know the importance of their crops. They just use it for their stuff, or they don't even know the full potential, especially with the oils and things. And so people would use them, come in from other countries, abuse them, cheat them. It's just so unfair, right? So the growers and harvesters are encouraged to form cooperative groups within their countries to share benefits, and then they're able to have each other's back. Okay, and they also improve their skills and everything like that. So there's also doTERRA's Healing Hands Foundation, and they help support all the development projects. So in the sourcing communities, so where the crops are grown and the growers and the farmers who work there, Healing Hands helps to help the projects in there. So like building schools and health clinics and hospitals, medical help, clean water, stuff, hauling buckets and stuff, right? They have dig wells or have the pipes set up and have all this stuff, improved infrastructure, the whole thing. So Healing Hands works with the co-impact sourcing, right? So 2/3 of the countries that doTERRA sources the oils from are developing countries. So we really have a huge opportunity to help, right? So it's so exciting because when you get these oils, when you buy this stuff, it's not just like, oh, doTERRA's making money. No, we're actually supporting all the small farmers. So to keep out the middlemen and the people who are cheating them and coming in like this, because they don't know any better, the farmers and stuff in these countries, we help protect them. So we cut out the middlemen. We set up agreements with them where they get fair wages on time, help them with what they need. But it's not like we come in like, oh, we saved the day, we're going to give you all this stuff. No, because they have their sense of pride. They're human beings, right? They need to be respected. And so it's awesome to know that we're providing sustainable income. I mean, we care about our farmers here in the USA, right? There's always these rights and these groups of like, protect the farmers, protect the livelihood, the crops, all this stuff. Well, the same goes for other countries. There's more than just USA in this world, right? So we're creating jobs in rural areas. We like to keep it with the farmers, not trying to improve and grow and big and turn into these big corporation things. That's not how to do it. First off, the plants are put on the places on this earth where they're meant to grow, okay? That was how it was designed from the beginning. So why bully our way in there and try to take it and grow it on our own soil? It's not going to work. It's on that country, on that soil, with that weather conditions, all that for a reason. That's where they grow the best. That's where they get the best to distill it and to make the essential oils and stuff. They even have a map. If you Google the doTERRA sourcing co-impact sourcing map, this is what you get. I only wrote in some of the countries because I need to look up the rest, but it's really cool. They show you where the oils are sourced from. So it's really cool. In our own country, we have here in the Northwest, we have the peppermint. That's pretty cool, right? That's where doTERRA sources, because the peppermint is the best place. The conditions here in the Northwest with the rain, the cooler weather, everything is perfect. That's where you get the best. And then in Canada, is Arbor Vitae, okay? And then the Northwest and the UK is the Roman chamomile. And then in our south of our country, cedarwood. And in Florida, grapefruit, okay? So that's kind of fun. We have some of those. And then there's a whole bunch. Obviously, Hawaiian sandalwood is from Hawaii, okay? But then there's other ones. The Siberian fir, Russia. In Australia, there's the Melaleuca and eucalyptus. New Zealand is the Manuka and Douglas fir. Madagascar has a lot. Ginger, ylang-ylang, geranium, clove, and cinnamon bark. That's a lot, okay? Italy, lemon and bergamot. Brazil, copaiba. That's in the rainforest. Also, orange, lime, tangerine, and green mandarin is also there in South America. Peru has the pink pepper. I mean, it goes on and on and on. They're all over. So you can just look at this map. It's online. It's kind of fun to know where it is. One thing I love about doTERRA is it's very transparent. So they're not hiding anything, right? So you can see there's sourcetoyou.com. You can go there to learn even more about the growers and distillers and all that. Okay, so you can, and then you can look up co-impact sourcing, the Healing Hands Foundation. There's so much. Makes me really excited because I like things like missions and stuff, like to go in and help, and not like all prideful, we're saving the day, but humbly like partnering and encouraging and building up. That's the huge thing. So we like to keep it in the hands of the farmers, okay? They're the ones that are working the land. They're the ones that know their plants and crops the best. And so we don't want to turn it over to some big thing or turn it to this thing. So we're working with them. So we're creating jobs in the rural areas to have a bigger impact, working with partners in long-term agreements, linking community-based and social impact projects funded by the Healing Hands Foundation. And we're changing the lives of the people who have so little with the clean water and the schools and better health care and all that. Then once you do that in a community, then that's how you impact the whole economy, okay? It takes small steps, and it's not like a one-time fix thing. You have to get in there and work. That's why the doTERRA has people on the ground with them for however long it takes. You know, I mean, it's kind of like missions, right? They're there for a couple years or whatever it takes to get it going and to help them. There's so many stories. We met people at convention, and I can link videos. You can go to the doTERRA, the official doTERRA YouTube channel, and they have all their sourcing videos, and it shows how they grow it. You get to see the farmers, and they kind of tell their stories and stuff. I mean, there's huge things. So the people, they know that they're cared for. That in turn grows hope, right? They get hope because a lot of these people are hopeless because they're being used and abused. They can't put food on the table. They can't feed their families. It's really sad. We are so blessed in this country. Even the poorest in our own country are considered rich, right? So they get a sense of pride in what they're doing, and they see how it impacts other lives. So not only are they growing their crops and getting good pay and helping their families and turning their economy around and just thriving, but they're helping people all over the world because without them, we wouldn't have this. So you're supporting these small farmers. And I know I always hear, like, support the small businesses, right? Well, doTERRA's not a small business because it's a huge corporation. Well, yes, it's grown because it's the #1 essential oil company. It knows what it's doing, and it's doing things honestly with integrity, good ethics, good morals, all this stuff. No sneaky underhandedness, no dishonesty, no cutting corners, no synthetic fillers, no like trying to scoot by thing. I mean, none of that. It's honest. Everything's upfront, and so when you use these oils, it's going into the hands of the small farmers. So you're actually supporting them. It's awesome because you are supporting small business and farmers and all this stuff in the world, okay, in the entire world, and you're helping be a change, that. And the Healing Hands, I think, is a nonprofit organization. There's some things like the hope oil. It smells good. I use that as a perfume, but that is linked to the Healing Hands too, and 100% of those proceeds, it's $20 for the hope oil. $20 in turn goes to the operation is OUR. It's the Operation Underground Railroad to eliminate sex trafficking. It's huge. My heart is for that too. And so that is huge in itself. So Healing Hands helps with that too. And it's not just like Band-Aids. They actually get in there and help. So there's different stages of breaking undercover ops, like to break the sex trafficking circles, okay? Then after you rescue all those kids and girls and everything, then they put them in places, they have things set up where they get healing, where they can learn skills, where they can be kids again. And after they get their healing, then they learn the skills of how to operate back in society and do jobs and grow from it, not be a statistic, right? And then from there, they get put into the stuff. So it's like this whole thing. So it's huge. So I know the Hope Oil goes to that. You can go to Healing Hands website and they'll talk about all the different projects they're having. There's always more. There's more people getting involved. It's awesome. Even the people who are growing their businesses with doTERRA, they choose to use it as business. As they get the income to provide for their own family and help out and then like not have to go to a 9-to-5 job anymore, right? Parents can stay home with their kids and they do this business. Then in turn, you only need so much to live on. So the surplus, they put back in and they do these awesome projects to help. So whatever their heart is, you know, they do these things and doTERRA helps match it and it's like this huge thing. So there's way more than just the oils. So it's not like going to a store and you buy the essential oils off the shelf and, you know, they have fillers and they have stuff and they're super cheap but it's like cheaply made and you do not ingest them. And it just goes into the pocket of the owner. It's not, you know, it's like, okay, that's cool. I mean, that's what we do in the grocery store, right? Can't help it. But when you can help it, like doTERRA, that's why I'm so passionate about it, is that it's more than just oils and buying something off a shelf. There's a big world out there. It's not just about us. And so to give back is a huge thing. And so that's why everything's so transparent. So you can look up, you can find out exactly where everything's sourced, thesourcetoyou.com, the Co-Impact Sourcing, and the Healing Hands Foundation. Those are all things. And because doTERRA has grown so huge, they're able to do this. And then the next thing they're working on is the medical clinics. The Prime Meridian is the name of the medical clinics. That's another thing to help in our own country. Because healthcare is not healthcare really anymore. Sick care, and it's like we're like the sickest nation. It's really dumb because we have all this at our fingertips, right? So doTERRA is trying to help our own country with that. So flipping the paradigm where you actually go in, the doctor serves you, right? Instead of vice versa. You're not a statistic, you're not a number. You don't wait in the waiting room for 30 minutes, see the doctor for 5. They look down their checklist, slap a Band-Aid on it, and you go. It's you are in the waiting room for 5 minutes, you see the doctor for at least 30. You have access to all your records, all your info, and they have a valid thing where there's the modern medicine and then the natural essential oils and all that. And they can integrate it. So one is not exalted over the other. You work with each patient and then you see what works for them. If they want to go all this way or all this way, whatever, but they have choice. They get to know everything, not what they learned in their medical school books and what the pharmaceutical companies can make money off of, right? Because it's kind of gotten a little twisted. And we need to get back to the basics of real heart healthcare. I care about the patients. And there's so many doctors on board with this. Pediatricians, cardiologists, everything. There's tons of them. That's why they're starting. There's the clinic in Utah already. They're doing one, I think, in Texas or Tennessee. They're just starting to spring up. So this has been in the works for a while, so it's really exciting. So that's something else doTERRA is doing for us. And so word had it there might be one coming to Portland, Oregon here. So I'm like, heck yeah, it's going to be awesome. So this is the kind of thing that we need to actually get healthy, right? That's the whole point, is we want everyone to thrive and be healthy. So anyway, back to Co-Impact Sourcing. So you get the gist of it. We're getting the highest quality oils and we get to give back. So we're working with the farmers who know their crops, helping them out in a partnership, okay? And then employment for so many more people. they're now able to not have to worry about only getting paid certain times of the year if their crops are good. They have it set up so it's divvied out for pre-harvest, harvest, all this stuff. So that way it's sustainable income all year round to help clothe their families and put food on the table and all that stuff. Not to mention the clean water and the schools and hospitals and all this stuff that's getting built through the Healing Hand. So it's this really cool thing. So it's exciting. There's tons of countries. If you Google co-impact sourcing doTERRA, the website will pop up and then you can see all the different things that are happening. There's tons of different countries. Brazil, I mean, just everywhere. Nepal, everything. But I just wrote down 3 because I don't want to talk forever, okay? So frankincense, cardamom, and vetiver. I'll just do those, okay? So frankincense is from Somalia, and it's all on this map too. So frankincense is from Somalia. So what they're doing right now, they're doing the fair wages, on-time payments, giving food and cash prepayments spread out during the year. They have cut out the middlemen, the people who would come in and just rip people off and make money themselves, right? So now they get to work directly with those who harvest and sort the frankincense. It's more stable this way, okay? And doTERRA works with the partners there to make the cleaning and sorting of the frankincense resins close to the harvesting location. So that way they don't have to travel with it, and you want it to be fresh, clean, everything, right? And these jobs are usually done by women. The frankincense will remain in the rural areas, so they benefit the families. So this is huge because before they're being used and abused. The frankincense trees, they can only be cut certain times of the year, and you can't cut them too deep. You will kill the tree, okay? So there are people that would come in and, you know, the leader of the tribes there, they didn't know any different, so they'd get used and abused because when the essential oil started taking off, people would come in from different oil companies and stuff and just like disrespect them. There's people that would sneak in and like cut the trees, you know, like in different ways and ruin them. They have to be certain specific things. So doTERRA came in with all these people. There's a whole bunch of people that work with doTERRA that help with this. And so now they're protected. They have a system. The women aren't abused anymore. They're not used. They're getting paid fair. It's awesome. And so now they're thriving, right? So the families are benefiting those small farmers, not corporations. Kick out the middlemen, right? And the Healing Hands Foundation funded the construction of 2 new schools there in Somalia within the sourcing tribes for hundreds of students for the harvester clans. So it's really cool. That's what they want. So we don't just bully our way and say, we're going to do this for you. Like, work with them and ask, what is it that you really need? You know? And they're like, schools. And so that's what they did. And then cardamom comes from Guatemala. So what we're doing there is we're providing the growers with economic stability, training, and getting higher returns for their production. So only 1% of the world's cardamom plants are distilled for essential oil. So the rest is sold as spice on the spice market. Guatemala is the world's largest exporter of cardamom for the spice market. But the production market for cardamom has been unstable, and it's in a place called Alta Verapaz. I don't know if I butchered that word. Because the area is so remote, transportation is so difficult, okay? So small farmers have really few options, and they're usually forced to sell to the middlemen at really low prices. Then in turn, the middlemen turn around and they sell it for a high, and they make a profit. Farmers don't get jack squat. They don't have money. They can't make a profit. Really bad. So now they partner with doTERRA. The farmers receive benefits through working together because doTERRA is not trying to put the Band-Aid, right? They're trying to teach them so they rise up and get a stable thing to move forward with. So they're working to start cooperatives. So that way they can, all the small farmers in the different areas, they work together. They share their knowledge. They get predictable, stable income for their families. They get technical assistance for improved methods of growing their plants. And also, doTERRA contributes a portion of the purchase of every kilogram of cardamom directly to the harvesting communities to build schools, hospitals, and other community projects. So that's really cool. And also, doTERRA is partnering with Choice Humanitarian. The Healing Hands provides funding to build new training center, okay, that's breaking the cycle of poverty by teaching the students, the young and the old, vocational skills like construction, hospitality, agriculture, all that. So they're turning it around. And in 2016, they're able to have a new building that is a drying facility for the cardamom. So this increases the quality because from the time it takes to transport it, you know, you're losing shelf life. You're not getting the optimum best quality. So now they have a drying facility so it can go straight from there and improves everything. It helps everybody, right? And the third one I want to mention was vetiver. Vetiver comes from Haiti, okay? So in the 1930s, the perfume industry introduced vetiver grass to Haiti, and it grows really good there. So today, the vetiver root produces a complex essential oil and is used commonly for fragrances. But, as we all know, they have a struggling economy. They've had natural disaster after natural disaster, and so all the Haitian farmers can barely make a living from their vetiver plants. So they can only get a few payments, and then they struggle to feed their families and clothe them. They don't have the funds to send them to school. And there's also a lack of organization among all the farmers. Some don't know the correct time to harvest, and it's just a hot mess, right? So when doTERRA launched the co-impact sourcing in Les Cayas, they started a cooperative for raw materials. So they're working on organization, sharing of knowledge, cooperatives to provide training for everyone all around, and to allow them to produce high quality of this. So there's now a fair payment schedule. So they get that pay during the planning, pre-harvest, harvest, all stages, so all year round. And there's a now official office there, a vetiver office, and they have meetings and trainings and a warehouse now, all the necessary equipment. So harvest collection, delivery time are improving as well as pay. So there's tons more. There's more stories, lots of them, okay? All around the world. There's videos, personal ones, big ones, everything. So please take some time to check that out because it's the heart behind doTERRA. So it's more than just the oils. Of course, they want quality oils, so they partner with them. But we're helping improve the world and livelihood of all the countries. So it's really, really awesome. More than just about oils. The impact they're making is mind-blowing, especially since there's like millions and millions of oil customers now. And you also have the option, if you ever want to give to the Healing Hands Foundation, if you're when you order your doTERRA oils, there's always that little checkbox at the bottom that says donate $1 to Healing Hands. They have gotten so much, that has funded so many projects. It's awesome, just that dollar. So if that was on your heart to do, that's awesome. Just know that with each bottle of oil you purchase, you're supporting all these farmers, all these small businesses. It's really cool. Including our own country, okay? Here in the Northwest, you're supporting the peppermint farmers, okay? It's really cool. And in Canada and Florida, okay, in the South. So we're helping everyone everywhere. So I just wanted to kind of do that. I know today's not the normal, let's talk about oils and fun stuff, but I think it's important to know everything. And you need to know everything about a company. And you can't stand behind someone or a company unless you know their heart and what they stand for and what they do. So it's not all sappy either. It's just real. So anyway, I hope that gave some information into it. Check out the doTERRA YouTube channel. They have sourcing videos there. Go to source2u.com, Google Healing Hands Foundation, and the co-impact sourcing, and you can see the map, you can watch videos, you can learn about all that if that interests you. And I hope you all have a good day. See you next week. Have a great weekend. All right, bye.